Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. Max, how you doing
Hello.
today?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Edges. Okay? Time has come.
We're going to edge?
We're going to...
And time has come? I'm down.
Oh, my goodness, Max. All right. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Comment down below. All that good stuff. We appreciate you guys dropping down. Anyone that's new to the channel, appreciate y'all. Make sure to join us live, okay, on YouTube for the first round of the NFL draft. Do our annual live stream, raw reactions, right when it happens. Try to beat Twitter to the punch with our plug. If you know, you know. You know, got a little insider.
Do you mean like beat TV to the punch? Is that what you meant?
But all right, make sure to join us. Today, we're going to be doing edges, okay? Edge rushers. This means anyone that is a pass rusher. So it doesn't matter if they're a linebacker or a defensive end. I like to tell your homie that. The one that thinks...
Sean?
Yeah, tell him that.
TJ Watt's not an edge?
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
I don't know what he's thinking. TJ Watt is definitely an edge. All right. What do you think about this edge class? Excuse me.
Very good. Very good. No, I like it a lot.
I think you picked the right word. Very good. I don't think there's anyone
There's
that's a
no
Myles Garrett.
blue chip guy in this one. There's no Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons.
I feel like there's someone that's really good, though.
Yeah, there's a couple guys really good.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we get started? What do you look for in an edge?
I just want a fucking specimen. I just want a fucking big old man.
Definitely.
No, you're looking for like explosion. You're looking for like, these are the freakiest guys on the field.
Yeah.
Go look what Myles Garrett looks like, what Micah Parsons looks like. Who else? Like, Khalil Mack in his heyday. Nick Bosa. Even like a Nolan Smith, someone who's like fucking. I think I run 4.3 at 245 pounds. Yeah. That's what you look for.
Yeah, most definitely. And we got some freaks in this class. I scouted 11 edge rushers in this year's class.
I have about 12.
I came up with about 4 first rounders for grades, and I got a bunch of third round, second to third rounders. Like I only have one really day 3 guy that I have that I scouted. So a lot of good in this class. As much as everyone wants to talk about how we don't have like the Myles Garrett guy, I think part of that is because of the
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Because of the quarterbacks. Part of that is because the receiver class is fucking legendary. But nonetheless,
makes our video about the receivers like more prevalent. Like there's so many fucking good ones. And
yeah.
Who was the edges last year? There's not a Will Anderson to me in this.
I disagree.
You said Will Anderson was a blue chip though for you.
He's pretty close to a blue chip, this guy. So I would say it's close.
You sure about that?
I'm sure. All right, now I want to hear your fucking list. All right. So me and Max do our top 5 list. We'll start off with Max's weak ass list, as always, as it seems like.
Wow. You know what? I quit. No. Number 1, Dallas Turner. 2, Laiatu Latu.
Wow.
3, Jared Verse. 4, Darius Robinson. 5, Austin Booker.
Hey, I like that.
Now we'll go to 1. It's fucking copycat list.
Not a copycat list. Mine's a little bit different. I got Latu first.
Okay.
Dallas Turner 2. Chop Robinson, number 3. 4, Jared Verse. And 5, Austin Booker.
Hey.
Shout out. Hey, man.
Hey, come on.
Shout out to Austin motherfucking Booker. All right. Can't wait to talk about him. Well, let's start at the top. You have Dallas Turner at 1.
Yes,
I
sir.
have Latu at 1.
Okay. Let's go to you. Let's go to Latu right away.
All right.
Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say right now, he is a better player than Dallas Turner.
Currently.
Right now.
Okay. What did you see on film?
Of Latu?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you turn on the film, and he just looks different than everyone else on the film. He's huge, size, frame. He just looks like he wears the long sleeves, which is kind of like sucky because you don't get to see like how fucking ripped he is. Mm-hmm. But he's as strong as a fucking bull. He doesn't get blocked. He understands how to get away from blocks a lot better than Turner. In the run game, he fucks up everything. USC was the game I first watched, and I was like, wow, holy shit. He's explosive out of his stance. He's got a good motor. Hand usage, it's good. It's not the best I've ever seen, but I actually like that. He could be a 4-3 end or a 3-4 linebacker. 3-4 linebackers where to go. I think that's better for him. He's got power. Good, not great bend. He lacks a little length. He can. The cons are obviously. I'm just gonna say it, and then you don't have to repeat it. You listening?
Yes.
Injuries are really bad. Apparently, he had to medically retire due to a neck. He played 2 seasons at UCLA, kind of Jalen Phillips, the reverse. So that's all.
So the whole thing with that, the Washington
they
doctors
were like, no,
didn't clear
him. He went to UCLA, had to strengthen his neck.
Yeah.
So obviously, if the medical don't check out, I mean, there's a path, and I'm sure you could see this where something comes out the day of the draft and he just falls out of the first round. I could see that happening. It's just because we've seen it all too much with certain guys with medicals. Jonathan Allen, for those of you who don't know who Jonathan Allen was in college, he was the Quentin Williams before Quentin Williams. He was a top 5 pick before the shoulder injury.
Right.
Went down, fell to 15. Yeah. I like this guy a lot, man. The only cons I saw in Filmer, doesn't have the greatest length, can't bend, and plays a little high. That's it. They're nitpicks. I think both my top 2 guys are nitpicks.
Look, he's the closest thing to the full package, in my opinion, in this draft. You mentioned the injuries. I don't really think he has a huge con. Like, I think he's a freak athlete.
He's a good. I wouldn't say freak. He's really good.
I think he's a freak athlete. I think he has great short area quickness. He has the twitchiness. And the best thing about him is his tool belt as a rusher. He's way far along. And that's why I pause when you say there's no one as good as Will Anderson. I feel like Latu is one of the best edge rushers to come out as far as a technical standpoint, as already having.
So would you classify him more like a Joey Bosa, who was like a tactician?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think he's as good as. I don't think he's as good as Bosa, but yeah, like in that class of guys.
I feel like his hand usage is TJ Watt.
Don't you think that limits him going up in the NFL? Don't you think like that makes him closer to a finished product than guys like Dallas Turner?
Maybe, yeah, because the athleticism is not out the roof like Dallas Turner. Because that's the whole thing with him, is the ultra athleticism. But I hate how people just seem like Latu is not an athlete.
He's a good athlete for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a freak because I have a different bar than you, but he's a really good athlete. Do you like him in a 4-3 or a 3-4 better? I think he's 3-4 all the way. 3-4. He could do it.
Yeah,
but he's just limiting because he's actually kind of fluid in space. I feel like he's kind of has the 3-4 already built into his game. Yeah. The guys like Dallas Turner, they're edges, straight edge.
I feel like he has a little bit more heart than Dallas Turner. I feel like he hustles on a lot more plays. Looks like he gives a shit a little bit more about plays. Like the tape, it's hustle. Not amazing against the run, but
I thought he was better against the run than you're giving him credit for.
I think he has a great anchor. Another thing that kind of bothered me about Latu was I felt like he got held in check a little bit by Fuanga and Morgan, the tackles. One out of Arizona and the other one out of Oregon State.
Really quick, I don't know if you said this. He's 6'5", 260, 32 and 5/8 arms, which is kind of on the lower end of the spectrum, 16%. 40 was in the 82%. He had a decent 10-yard split. But yeah, I agree with you. He no, I'm sorry. Keep going. You were saying about the tackles against Washington and Washington State or Oregon State.
Yeah, I just felt like those guys. I wouldn't really say get the best of him, like they dominated him, but they held him in check. I felt like, I think he's the best pass rusher in this draft, and he might not even go one. It might be Dallas Turner, your number one guy, because of the athleticism shit.
Yeah. There are certain tools, I believe, in Dallas Turner's bag that are not going to be available to Latu if he figures out how to unlock them. If you know what I mean. Like, this is the big thing. His bend is good, but it's not Von Miller. It's not like the elite edges of it. But he can
bend, though.
He can, but he's such a big fucking brute. Like, he can just, like, I feel like he could play inside more than Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner can't play inside. This guy could go inside, don't you think?
Yeah, 259. He has to wait for it.
So, Latu, you have anything else, or you want to?
Who's your comp for Latu?
Jalen Phillips, and I felt stupid doing it, just the 15 and the UCLA and the medical shit, and he just reminded me of him a lot.
That's funny. I have Jalen Phillips as a floor.
Who's your ceiling?
Josh Allen.
Oh,
Jacksonville Jaguars pass rusher.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And honestly, Josh Allen kind of.
You weren't.
I wasn't the biggest Josh Allen fan.
I feel like we both weren't.
Yeah. So trying to redo that mistake and not do it with Latu. Let's move on to Dallas Turner now. Anything else on Latu?
No. I mean, a hell of a prospect. Like I said, I think he's better than Dallas Turner right now. But I think with Dallas Turner, if I may go to him, if you're good, great size, great frame for a fucking edge. Look, he just looks, the look of him, he looks like your stereotypical edge rusher. Well, to me, Latu looks a little bigger than what you expect. Like for most, and it's not a con. Like there's different kind of guys. Like right, Latu's a much bigger human being. Like if you were like, hey Latu, we need you to gain some pounds this week because we're playing the fucking Ravens. Yeah, no problem. I can fucking. Dallas Turner is not that. He's lean. He's strong. He's compact. Great length. Long ass arms. He's twitchy. First step, bam. His game is athleticism. He's not a tactician like him. He's not bad with the hands, but it's not great. But that's what I like. It's like, hey, I got something I can kind of mold. He's able to bend a lot better than Latu, and I think that's just kind of based on his frame and ability. He's able to turn the speed to power. He's not weak, but if you turn on a game like Michigan, where Michigan's like, we're just going to run the fucking ball, that's not what he's made for, because first of all, you don't see that in college football. Two, the bigger O-lineman could give him problems. He needs to improve his play strength. He can get displaced at times. He has to get a little better against the run. But these are all things I think you get in the NFL world. You're going to gain some weight. He's going to be able to correct that. And just I'm going to give you the measurables one, then you can go 6'3", 247, 34 and 3/8 arm, which is in the 80th percentile. Ran a 4.46, really fucking fast. Explosive athlete. Really fucking explosive. Juan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said.
I know you hate the guy, even though you have him too.
Exactly.
You know, you hate him.
Yeah, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, but at the end of the day, he is raw.
Yeah, he's raw.
As a raw guy, he only has really that speed to power that you're talking about.
There's a couple reps, and it's very rare where you'll just see him bull, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But Latu is stronger right now. This is, like I said, this guy's a bigger project than Latu. Latu's a safer pick.
Yeah.
But can you see the world I'm talking about where this guy is better?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You're not crazy. I like the way that he pursues the quarterback. I feel like there's no...
Oh, I want to say one thing. Your thing about the pursuit I did not like about... This guy will chase fucking shit down.
No, Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, you were like, Latu, I think he had played a little more hard. I'm like, no, this guy will chase shit down. Like, he goes after plays. And obviously, he's so fucking fast. He can go make the plays.
Yeah. I felt like when I'm saying pursuit, not talking about hustle, I'm just saying, like, tracking the quarterback down because of the athleticism, obviously. I felt like Dallas Turner did that better than Latu. Like, Latu could have had, like, 5 sacks against USC if he could just tackle to Caleb Williams.
Tough task.
Yeah,
tough task.
A couple of guys on this list, it's like Caleb Williams just juked the shit out of them. I would love to interview him, because when I bring up the stuff like the I give a shit kind of things, is his motor kind of died down in the fourth quarter. That's how I felt. And sometimes in the middle of the game, you'd be like, where the fuck is Dallas Turner? Like, where is he? And Chris Braswell is over here shining on tape more than him. You know, we'll get more into him. Oh, he's fucking consistent. That's part of it. But I wanted more. I wanted more. So I don't know him as a person. I would hope that he's a football guy and wants to get better, because like you said, the fucking talent is through the roof as far as what he can be. And that has a lot to do with football character. How good do you want to be? Or do you want to just depend on athleticism?
Like, you should, like, oh, I got paid, I'm good.
Yeah. So, needs to add some play strength.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Better. I want to say his hand placement against the run. Sometimes I feel like is His hand placement is a little off on run plays. And
what's the where do you see both these? Both these guys are in their own tier, I assume, on your list.
yes,
Where do you see him? I see him 5 to 10, 5 to 8, 5 to 13.
5 is who's at 5? Who's drafting 5? The Giants, I think.
Giants. I'm just saying talent wise, like they're in the. I mean, okay, Latu. That I'm assuming the medicals are fine. Like if he falls, it's medicals. We all know that. Yeah. We all know that.
I got him 10 to 32. I got him first round.
Well, they're not making
Top
it there,
10.
but yeah, I got you.
Yeah. What was your pro comparison for
Brian Burns, my old boy?
I got Brian Burns too for ceiling. My floor, Samson Ebukam.
That's a good one. Yeah. Like Thule. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on Dallas Turner? Because this is when our list gets kind of fucking weird.
No, I think we should do verse. He's my 3, you're 4. Okay. And then we each have a Robinson we can talk about. Okay.
So Jared Verse out of Florida State, 6'4", 254 pounds, ran a 4.58, 33 and a half inch arm.
Which is right around just your average, 50% percentile.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Jared Verse, Max?
You know, this is like it was very glaring that there was a gap between the other two and this guy. I like Jared Verse. He's to quote one, he got that bird chest. Is it bird? Like you have like a like he just his legs.
He's burly.
Yeah. He's just like he's like really ripped up top, and then he's kind of like skinny down low. He's explosive out of his stance for sure. He has good hands. He's able to rip, get past tackles. He has a little bit of a spin move. You see him kind of go to it like when he's beat. He shows up in the run game. He can't bend that well. He looks stiff, right? You saw that immediately. Yeah. He's stiff. Yeah. Doesn't have the best length. It's more than enough. Not a big deal. Yeah. I see him get moved around at times. There's also times I see him just fucking destroy Graham Barton. So I'm kind of like mixed bag. I see him go inside at times, and I'm kind of intrigued by that. I think he's going to struggle with bigger tackles, like a fucking Mailata or a Trent are going to bully him around. Because as strong as he is, his play strength to me wasn't like this elite thing where you never... Do you see him get moved, or is it me?
No, I've seen it at times, and I have that in my notes too, as far as
and why the fuck do they keep dropping him in coverage?
I think a lot of guys got
No. I'm not talking... It's not him. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? We have Von Miller, or I'm just... You know what I mean? Like,
our best pass rusher.
Well, let's just drop him. Fuck it. I'm like, what the... He's not good. That's not his job. I'm not sounding con. I'm just saying, what the fuck are we doing? Go ahead, Juan. Sorry.
No, I agree with most of what you said. Nasty bull rush. I just want to reiterate that. Like, his bull rush was super nasty. And then on the anchor part, it's weak. It's weak against the run. And I also put big, lengthy guys he's going to struggle with. And that kind of scares me, because there's just a lot of tackles in the league now that are big as fuck. DeJuan Jones.
Orlando Brown, Mailata,
like,
Lane.
if you think about all the contenders, like, they got some fucking massive, lengthy guys.
Even Jawan, I mean, as bad as Jawan Taylor, and he's a big, lengthy fuck.
Yeah. But even last year, Jason Verse, his tape, Jared Verse, excuse me, he would have been a first round pick last year. You know?
And I mean, I don't want to be all negative. Like, there's some stuff he does really well. Like, hey, he can make tackles, overset, he'll jump inside. It's just, I wanted more, and I just feel like there's not much he can do he can get better with his hands, but he'll never have the bend. He's just too stiff. He's too top heavy. He looks like someone who works out a lot. He's light. He's 254.
His arms are huge.
Yeah, he's ripped. Yeah, for sure. My comp, Brandon fucking Graham, because he's like, for as big as he is, he's 6'4". He seems stocky, right?
Yeah.
Because he's so like barrel chested and shit. So, but he can jump inside and whoop a guard's ass on occasion, and I think that's what's intriguing about him is his hands can get good enough to start whooping guards' asses and shit. If he can jump inside on third down, you'll be like, hey, he's strong. Maybe he'll get stronger. He'll get better against the run. Hey, first taken down, he's out on the outside. Third down's kick him inside and whoop a guard's ass. That's what's intriguing to me, and I like him about that.
Yeah.
This is a guy, 16 to late first round.
I got kind of the same.
Maybe
thing.
20.
No, I got kind of like the same range. You know, first round pick. My pro comparison for him, Ryan Kerrigan. Who'd you have?
Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham, yeah.
I like that one a lot. When he texted me that, I was fucking like, that's a great fucking comp. Because he does. He looks like Brandon Graham. Hopefully.
Like, okay, how tall do you think Brandon Graham is?
What? He's the 6'3" guy.
6'2". I mean, like, you're like, he looks short. It looks like he's like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, which Robinson would you like to go to next? Do you want to go to your Robinson, Chop, or do you want to go to Dare?
Let's go to Chop, okay? I like Chop Robinson a lot. And obviously what pops out on the film automatically is the twitchiness. This guy has the fucking twitch. He looks the part. Powerful, plays with great leverage.
6'3", 254, 32.5-inch arms, which is 10%. 4.48, 41. Goddamn burner.
Yes. Yes. What is with Penn State coming out with these fucking crazy athletic?
I'm gonna say something to you that you said to me. He's all Lamborghini, no Jeep. This is why I'm shocked you like him. You gave me so much shit, and my comp's a Dafe away right away. Mm-hmm. I don't see what you love about him and you hated about away. I know
I made that mistake. Away ended up being pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like we're both been kind of wrong. And I mean, away is 6'5", 257, 4.37 40. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a lot of love and hate with this guy. Because look, there's one side of the coin, right? He's ultra twitchy, crazy get off, powerful, plays with great leverage, has a great motor, can bend the edge.
Yep.
Not all that bad in coverage. Now, here's the other side. He can gain a little bit more LBs. He's light. Gets washed out on the run game. Struggles against wide base tackles, lengthy tackles like DeJuan Jones.
Do you want me to tell you my big thing about him?
What?
How the fuck is he going to win like that in the NFL? Mm-hmm. And what I mean by win by that is describe to me when your jaw drops what he does.
Twitchiness.
The ball is snapped. He's so fast off the edge. If the quarterback drops too far back, it's over. They're not doing that in the NFL. They're going to step up. He's going to go right around. So when it's on with Chop, you're like, oh my God, those are the best wins I've seen. Mm-hmm. And but there's certain games he just gets washed. I mean, that's what I just don't think that way to win is like it's realistic in the NFL. Where if you just want to grab the fucking edge all game. Like, they're too good, bro. Like, yeah, you can beat a bad tackle, Brandon Parker, whatever. Mm-hmm. This guy, like, bro, any decent right tackle, you're getting pushed right over.
Well, I'm betting on the traits. I'm betting on the
He does have traits. Yeah.
And I'm hoping that whoever gets this kid, defensive line coach, excuse me, molds him and gets more fucking moves to his game. Hey, bro, let's teach you how to go inside.
I don't think he has the speed. He has the speed, but I don't think he can get the speed to power.
You don't think so? I think so. I think he has it.
He's my 6, by the way. I mean, the tools are so fucking elite.
That's what I'm saying.
The athleticism's elite, but he doesn't have length, which is a con.
Like, who has another, like, twitchy get-off like that? That's, like, Hall of Fame, like.
You say Nolan Smith there, it's not like that.
No. I'm talking about like a Hall of Fame guy that's worked out that has twitchiness, like
Vaughn.
That's what I'm saying. I see,
but this isn't Von Miller.
It's not Vaughn as a player. It's not Vaughn as a player.
I wonder what they're like. I wonder what Vaughn's arm length is.
The answer.
Vaughn's got really long arms for his 33.5. What's Chop at? 32.5. Well. No, Vaughn's arms aren't that long for a pass rush. 4.42. Jesus Christ, Vaughn.
Vaughn was a fucking athlete.
Yeah.
The answer.
What about Bruce Irvin for this kid?
I seen that. I kind of erased them a couple of times because I wanted to put Bruce Irvin, but came up with some other ones. The answer that I was wanting you to say, Micah Parsons. I feel like he has the twitch.
No,
He has the twitch.
absolutely
not the game. Not the game. Get the complete player out of your head. I'm talking about the twitchiness, the get off.
All right,
it's Micah Parsons.
All right, I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Put diet Micah Parsons. All right. And for floor,
Odafe away.
Vic Beasley.
Ooh, well, fuck. He has one good season, huh?
Exactly. Vic Beasley can be Khalil Max.
Someone said famously. Someone famously said.
But I like Chop Robinson. I like the traits. I love the twitchiness, man. That's what I like about him.
You're usually not a traits guy. You're usually like a...
I'm trying to change up my game a little bit.
I feel like a couple years ago, I would have been like, fucking, let me just...
It's because I really do see, Max, that these guys are getting lighter in the ass, and these athletes are just taking over, bro. With all positions.
But okay, this is perfect you say that.
Yeah.
Because my guy, Darius Robinson, is the fucking opposite.
Yeah.
Of what fucking Juan said about these guys are getting lighter in the ass.
This guy deserves to be playing in the fucking
trenches,
60s, 70s.
Darius Robinson, boys, 6'5", 285, 34 and a half inch arms. Ran a 4.95. You're asking, damn, that's pretty slow. Look, he's not a true edge, guys. We graded him as an edge. A lot of people have him marked as an edge. He's your edge on first or second down, and his ass is going right over a fucking guard the rest of the game. Okay? So, he's got this huge size and frame. He's fucking humongous. Juan almost fucking had Amarius Mims ranked at 6 because this guy dicked the right tackle for Georgia so hard.
Yes.
He's strong like a fuck. He's the strongest edge by far. But again, not really an edge, right? His play straight's fucking crazy. Good length. Good quicks for his size. On stunts, even if there's a guy in front of him, it's like a fucking force. I'm just going to move him out the way. He has a decent feel for the game. He has the heavy fucking hands. Here's where it gets rough. Can't really bend. But that's not really his game. His game's not that. He has raw hands where he really needs to have like a coach and practice his hands because he's like, I'm just going to win by being big and fucking powerful. And sometimes it can't work. And that's where this guy, I'm sure Juan was like, fuck, I don't know if this guy can make it.
Yeah, the Senior Bowl stuff was encouraging. He tore it up at the Senior Bowl. Look, to me, the size and the athleticism from him is what gets you going. You see a little bit flashes of Leonard Williams, honestly.
He looks like Dwight Howard. Have you noticed that? Look at him. Fucking Dwight. I just Googled.
He gives me flashes of Leonard Williams, though.
Who's your comp now that you say that?
My comp to him, I wasn't very generous. Kevin Dodd for floor. And ceiling was Antonio Smith.
This guy looks like Cameron Jordan. That's who I had him at. He's a big fucking edge who goes inside. Not the whole player, but the size, the frame. And I have a bigger fucking Michael Bennett because of how fucking big he is and how he can win on the outside and shit.
Do you see Leonard Williams?
A little bit, yeah. Because Leonard Williams was an edge coming out.
Because I like that comp that I heard. I just didn't want to reuse it. But it is a pretty good one for his ceiling.
He's a big end that goes inside.
He's a tweener. Let's just be real. He's a tweener. And like you said, he's new at the position. It's obvious that he hasn't been playing it long. He's hot and cold. He has a lot of room to grow. Am I willing to take a project guy super high like that? No.
I would say this is a second round guy. By the way, the first three, even Chop, I could see as a first round guy because people just buy it in. But this guy to me is a second round guy.
Yeah. But no technique. What bothered me about him was there's no counter moves, and that comes with
he's just big and strong. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Beat me. Yeah. I can't wait to talk about the next guy. I feel like we're about to blow the next guy so fucking hard and say nothing bad.
One more question about Robinson. Okay. Would you be shocked if he went in the first?
Yes, absolutely. He's not good enough to go in the first.
Okay. All right. Anything else on him?
No. Get to the next guy.
Okay. Our fifth guy.
He's our favorite. I'm sorry.
I hate how Max is with me with this one because I wanted to be alone. But, hey, man, fuck it. We both see the light at the end of the tunnel with this guy. Austin Booker, 6'4", 240, ran a 4.79.
Do you know what he was fucking listed as?
What?
If you go to our sheet, and I'm gonna go to double check. I'm not a fucking idiot. If you know, like where we go to watch film, right?
Yeah.
He's listed at 274, which makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah. They lied.
Yeah. I definitely think he came in light intentionally.
Yeah.
So let's just go to the comp right away. We both saw Max Crosby.
Yes.
So just to put in perspective, Max Crosby is 6'4" and 7/8", 255. Arms, 33-inch arms, which is 33 percentile. This guy, 6'4", 240, 34-inch arms, which is 63rd percentile. 40-yard dash, 4.79 for Austin Booker, Max Crosby, 4.66, which is the 92 percentile. And that's just keep that in mind, guys, because the arms, he's got longer arms because Crosby doesn't have great length. You watch the fucking film, this guy looks like he must pattern his game.
He definitely patterns his game after Crosby and TJ Watt.
So what he does that no other passers did, he'll start with a couple choppy steps, like he'll go like speed.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking, he was unblockable.
Yeah.
He whooped ass. Now, it's not the wins that you'll see like a Chop do or a Turner where they just fucking take you for a ride. There was some of that, but this guy was win with technician shit, like hand placement and slippery blocking, man. Like the tackles were like, fuck, what the fuck? What's coming? I don't know. Is he gonna go outside? He has some bend.
Yeah.
He's got a great motor.
The hustle never fucking
quits.
quits.
Yeah, the motor was unreal.
Yeah, unfucking real. That's where the Max Crosby definitely comes in.
Everyone's saying it, and I was like, ooh, I got this guy, and everyone saw it, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. And just in the mix in every play, he's obviously a little light.
Way light, but I think that's bullshit a little. I think that was to run.
He is not a crazy athlete like Max Crosby. I know we're going over the numbers right now.
That's why we brought it up.
But he's not.
You know, he had like the fewest amount of snaps for like a prospect to come out. He's like 500
Really?
snaps or some shit I saw on NFL Network.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know he had some injuries.
Yeah.
That's probably, bolstering him down.
I think he has more than enough athleticism to succeed in the position.
I'm glad you said that because, yeah, he may not be an athlete in the long speed, you know what I mean? Like laterally moving across the field. But you know one thing he does have? It's the short area quickness. He has the quickness. He has the change of direction. Did he do a 3-cone in the combine? I don't think he did. I would have loved to see his 3-cone.
I'll check right
for a guy like him. Because I know Max Crosby had a crazy 3-cone. He was in like the 90th percentile.
Yeah, Max Crosby's 3-cone was 6.89 in 96th percentile.
That's insane.
Faster than DK Metcalf's, but whose wasn't? 3-cone. No, I don't know why. I feel like he would have like fucking.
He didn't do one, right?
Yeah, he would have popped off.
Yeah, so I would have loved to see his 3-cone because on tape, that's where the athleticism is. It's in short area quickness, and he definitely has that. He has the twitch. One thing with him that kind of scares me is he might be a project guy and get, just buried under the depth charts.
The thing that scares me is like, what if he just doesn't have the athleticism? What if he's just not? He could be stronger. He could get a little stronger. Yeah. What if he's too light in the fucking ass?
Yeah, and he's just getting bullied.
I don't think that's going to be the case because it's just like, man, Max Crosby.
Because part of it with Max Crosby, whether people want to admit it or not, I had a front row seat to it. He benefited being on a bad team because number one, he was going to get reps, and number two, there really wasn't no edge rusher. They drafted Cleon Farrell, who was huge, underwhelming in training camp, obviously.
Yeah, huge bust.
So he had a bunch of opportunities, and he was able to make mistakes. So let's say a Booker goes on a team that's stacked as fuck at end. Like, let's say he goes to Houston.
Or the Niners.
Well, I think he'll fit because the Niners rotate pretty good. But if he goes to Houston, where they got Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, it's like, okay, where are my reps, bro? And my reps, I'm going to have to be pitch fucking perfect to stay on the field.
It's just not realistic for a young football player.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, he's a gem. I love his tape. He's one of my guys. He's one of, obviously, Max's guys, too. This kid has a lot of fucking potential. I love his film. The as far as right now, I haven't watched the linebackers, the running backs, and interior defensive linemen. He has been by far my favorite player to watch. By far. He's fucking good, dude. My pro comparisons were obviously Diet, Max Crosby, and I had Andrew Van Ginkel.
That's not bad.
Yeah, which Van Ginkel is pretty fucking solid.
He got paid a little, I think.
Yeah. He did get paid a little bit, but he was a good player for the Dolphins. I don't think he's on the Dolphins no more.
No, I think I think you left.
Got a little bag.
Is there anyone you want to hit? I would like to talk about Chris Braswell for a quick minute.
How about in tiers? What's your tiers looking like? I got Latu in his own tier.
I got Dallas and Latu.
Okay.
Then Verse Robinson.
I got Dallas, Chop, and Verse on the tier.
Okay. I got Dallas and Latu, Verse and Robinson, and then Booker is in his own little tier at the bottom. He's around like for sure. Robinson is a second. I would say Verse is in the top 3 because it's first round guys. Yeah.
I had Booker lumped in with a bunch of guys. So like your boy Darius Robinson, I had at 6.
Okay.
I got Austin Booker, Darius Robinson, Jonah Ellis from Utah, and Javon Solomon all in the same tier. Pretty damn close. It was like one of those guys were going to get my 5th spot. And I wanted to hit on Jonah Ellis from Utah.
Okay. You were telling me about his little interesting story.
Yeah, so did a little bit more information on him because I looked at the film. I was like, what the not that good. I started out with the USC game. And he played injured. He winded up getting shoulder surgery. 6'2", 248 pounds, 33-inch arms. He reminds me of Alex Highsmith. And you know how much I like Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, Alex Highsmith kind
of. But great production in college. He had 12 sacks this year, even with him being hurt. He was fucking killing it before he got hurt. Trying to get my notes up right here.
He's got a nonstop motor. He's tough as shit too, this kid. Jonah Ellis. He's physical. Sorry, I'm just giving you some of my notes. Yeah. He can get swallowed up by big tackles. Doesn't have anything elite. Doesn't do anything really elite. Sometimes he's like too patient. Did you notice that? Or he's just like da 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 da.
I get
like
it.
He didn't have suddenness to him or twitchiness, I guess would be the word.
Yeah, the twitchiness maybe, but I think with him, what blew me away was his moves as a pass rusher.
Mm-hmm.
He has a nasty spin move. What do they call it? The swim.
The rip.
Yeah, rip. The rip move. There you go. I felt like he watches a lot of TJ Watt tape, and he is pretty fucking damn good at it. Mm-hmm. And that's what got me like, oh shit, like this guy's pretty fucking good. And if the medicals wind up coming out and he winds up getting drafted in like the 3rd round and he winds up blossoming, I am not going to be fucking shocked at all. And the first half of the film, if you go early in the season, he was killing shit. And then around the USC game, it was obvious, bro. Like, he wasn't doing certain moves that he was doing in the first half of the season. And he was obviously injured. So I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. But nice bull rush. Needs to build an NFL body.
Yeah, he's light in the ass for sure.
Yeah, very light. But I like it. I like his moves. That's why he gives me a little Alex Highsmith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go watch him again now that you said that. I didn't know about the injury.
Javon Solomon, did you watch any of him from Troy?
Just a little bit, like you said. I watched it right before.
Yeah.
The other guy, I mean, he was cool, I guess. I mean, he's just a late. I mean, what are you gonna say, DeMarcus Ware?
No, I actually have Noah Spence for floor.
Oh my goodness, that's a name.
And D Ford, ceiling.
Wow, that's just like a toolsy quick guy, huh?
Yeah, and he fucking destroyed on film, bro. I mean, he plays at Troy.
Yeah. Level of competition's a little lackluster.
Exactly. But you know what? If pass rushers, you know what I mean? Like, if they got it, they got it. Like, from the athleticism. Yeah. He looks, like, chiseled as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks like he looks the part.
Did you watch Mohamed Kamara from Colorado State?
I did not.
What did you think? Oh, so you didn't watch it?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
That's a name to write down to watch. Where'd you have him ranked?
I think I'm at him at 10.
Oh, okay.
No, he's like a late round kind of a gem, maybe. He's really fast, first step. He just plays so fucking aggressive, and he just like doesn't have the play strength to really play. Can I hit two guys real quick?
Yeah.
Can I hit Chris Braswell?
Okay.
How'd you like him? I just want to know where you kind of like, if you liked him or didn't like him.
I really liked him.
Yeah, there were some times I was like, the other guy, number 41 in that ugly number. Yeah. He reminded me of Jared versus body. He's really top heavy. He's stiff as hell. There's not much bend to his game, but overall power's good, speed's not bad. Good first step. He's able to turn speed to power. The hands are good. I think he's better in the 3-4. They dropped him a lot in coverage. Same thing with Dallas Turner. He gets bullied by the big O line. Needs to be better against the run. And he's just like high cut. The body is like, there's not a lot of bend to him.
Yeah, not a lot of bend. That's what I had. Needs to have his hand.
Oh, yeah. He had the like worst. Like, he can't have his hand in the dirt for some reason. He has to be a 3-4 outs.
Yeah.
He reminds me of, what's this? Jamad Brooks. That's what he reminded me of. Just he has to be a 3-4 outside linebacker he's like a solid rusher, but he's never nothing great. That's what he is.
I see great value at 3 and 4 rounds.
Yeah, round 3 to 4 guy. Yeah.
I just think he's consistent as fuck. He rarely makes a mistake. I feel like he's always in the right place at the right time. Never really overly aggressive, not making many mistakes. I had a great comp for him. I felt like I got Kyle Van Noy.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Kyle Van Noy is pretty fucking solid, and he's had a great NFL career. So I feel like if Chris Braswell winds up being Kyle Van Noy, no one's mad. No. But that's not a guy that you pick in the second round, first round, some value pick, because he doesn't have all the traits.
I want to talk about Bralen Trice.
Bralen Trice from Washington.
Bralen, sorry, I said Bralen. Yeah. What did you think about him? Or what had you heard? Or where had you seen him ranked? I saw this guy ranked like high second round. Mm-hmm. And I watched the guy and I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? I mean, he works hard. He's a Derek Barnett clone. He doesn't do anything elite. He's not.
Add Tim Williams. Remember Tim Williams coming out of Bama?
Oh, yeah. Like, dude, he's 6'3", 245 light, 4'7", 40. Doesn't have great length. The body, stiff. He's like, he'll bully a tight end, decent power. He looks bigger than 245, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he looks bigger on tape. That's what I put. But the play shows the 245 weight.
Yeah, correct. Not twitchy at all. Lacks a first step. He's Derek Barnett. I didn't like him.
I don't feel like he had barely any bend.
No, he's stiff. Yeah, he's like a Shaq Lawson. No, he's like a Kevin Dodd. He's a fucking Kevin Dodd clone. Yeah. I didn't like him. I'm sorry to shit on you, dude. I root for you in the success because I don't want to see you fail. Just didn't see it. Didn't see what they're talking about.
The USC film was interesting because I felt like he could have had like 3 sacks in that game, but he couldn't sack Caleb Williams.
He's a really limited athlete.
And there was a couple plays that bothered me because I'm seeing him on film and seeing how big he is, or he looks big. And he got blocked by tight ends. Yeah. Single fucking handily.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, bull rush that motherfucker and make a play on the running back.
I saw that against Michigan for sure.
It really bothered me, man. And he struggles in short area, especially the explosiveness. Kind of a tweener in a sense, I have him as a 3 to 4 rounder.
Is this the Solomon Thomas comp?
I wanted to. But I did Tim Williams.
Oh, Tim Williams. Sorry, you said that.
Because I feel like Solomon Thomas still had like some wow fucking plays.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to talk about Adisa Isaac. from Penn State.
The other fast guy who's not strong.
I don't think he's all that fast.
Didn't he run like a stupid 40? Here, I got you. Go ahead.
4.74.
Oh, wow. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of someone else.
No, I didn't feel like he ran something crazy or he's some crazy athlete. I have him down as a 3 to 4 rounder also. He tore his Achilles in 21, so maybe that's why he's not like as explosive. I see him as a raw talent. He lacks a little bit of bend, lacks get off speed and the twitchiness, but there's some flashes of him just being really fucking good, man. He's good with his hands. Really good inside moves. I wish like Chop Robinson kind of took a little model of his game. Like if they would form, fuck, they will be such a good fucking player. But he just sometimes looks lost out there. Like he doesn't really get where to go sometimes, especially like in the run game, like kind of hustles too much aggressive and he picks up his head and he's like, oh fuck, like the play's way over there. So that kind of bothered me about him. But I see him as a 49er. I feel like the 49ers just kind of pick guys like this, and I can see him being a developmental player and being like a rotational guy. So I kind of like Isaac a little bit more than you. But what grade did you have him?
4 to 5.
4 to 5. Gotcha. All right. And my comp for him, it's high comp, but Shaq Barrett. And a lot of people forget.
I think Muhammad Kamara could be like a Shaq Barrett.
Muhammad Kamara? Oh, the guy from Colorado, you said?
State, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people forget where Shaq Lawson came from. Shaq Lawson was a rotational.
Wait, are you saying Shaq Lawson or Shaq
Barrett?
Shaq
Barrett, sorry.
Sorry.
A lot of people forget about Shaq Barrett, how he was a rotational player
in Denver.
On the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, people were like, well, this guy's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but he developed into what he is in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And even the last year in Denver. But I'm pretty sure he took notes from Von Miller.
Yeah,
and DeMarcus Ware. And he learned a lot from those guys.
Yeah, I want to pull up his stats now that you say that just to see.
Yeah, but he was definitely a project guy.
I bet he had the greatest sack jump in history. What do you think he had his last year?
In Denver?
Yeah.
Probably 8 sacks.
3.
Oh, my God.
You know the next year?
There you go.
19 and a half.
Yeah. So he boomed late. And I'm hoping Isaac.
That's his 6th season, yeah, 5th season.
So I'm hoping Isaac, is one of those late bloomers and can be in San Francisco, learn from Nick Bosa.
Yeah, learn
just,
get
better.
Did you think anything of Latu's teammate Gabriel Murphy?
Yeah, I actually did grade him. 6'3", 247 pounds. Kind of has the body, 30-inch arms. 6 percentile.
I was so like, whatever. I was like, this guy's not gonna.
I have a guy that I actually loved in the draft. So this is NFL guy, Charles Harris.
Black Ice.
Oh God. In the NFL, which is a solid guy. I don't feel
solid. Bust.
I mean, he gets a little PT in Detroit, man.
So he's still in the league.
Yeah, he's still in Detroit.
Black Ice.
He's in Detroit, I think.
He had a sack and a half this year.
There you go.
Brought his career up to 16 and a half.
Right. I have Gabriel Murphy as a 4th, 5th round guy, though.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Late round. Late.
Yeah. Anyone else, Max?
I'm good on edges, brother.
All right. I think that's going to do it. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. We hope you guys enjoyed Edge.
We don't have much more to go.
We don't got much more to go. We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. One thing is for sure. April 25th. I keep on forgetting.
God damn.
April 25th. Join us for the NFL draft. We're going to be live streaming the whole first round. Raw reactions. Come and join us. 4th annual, 3rd annual. I forgot what year it is now. But make sure to subscribe to the channel.
That's a good thing, right? We just can't remember.
Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification. Comment down below. All that good stuff. It helps out a grip. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Max_JuanCast. I think that's going to do it, though. Until the next one,
peace.
We're out.